During the spring season, nature brings us many beautiful and special things to enjoy. One of these is the black-chinned hummingbird, which migrates to western United States to breed before traveling back to Mexico for the winter. These precious little birds average 3.5 inches in length and usually only weigh about 2 ounces. Because of the figure-8 action of their wings, these birds have the unique ability to fly very quickly in any direction, including backwards. They can also suspend themselves in mid-air and fly upside down. Their long, needle-like beak allows them to get deep into even small flowers for that delicious nectar. Black-chinned hummers have a tongue with 2 grooves. Their little tongues are lightning fast at 17 licks per second. All hummingbirds make a humming sound with their wings, but each species of hummingbird has its own distinct hum. This occurs because of the different rate of speed their wings flap. Black-chinned hummingbirds flap their wings about 50 times per second. The male black-chinned hummingbird has velvety black feathers on his throat, and his neck is accented by a very pretty band of iridescent purple feathers. The female has white tips on her tail feathers. Both male and female have metallic green feathers on their backs. They lay their little coffee bean-sized white eggs in a compact, deep cup-shaped nest. Usually 2 eggs are laid. However, the black-chinned hummingbird may have up to 3 broods in a breeding season. Incubation takes anywhere between 12 to 16 days, and the young hummingbirds are ready to be out on their own after just 20 days. One of the best places we found to experience the black-chinned hummingbird is in Cristobal, Texas. In this quaint little town, you will find the Hummer House. This lovely bed and breakfast is the summer home to thousands of black-chinned hummingbirds. The grounds of this ranch have been designed especially for these beautiful little birds. You have a couple options here at the Hummer House. You can stay on the premises in one of these cottages, which are really lovely. Like this one is, will sleep 2 very comfortably. It's a full kitchen, a very nice, comfortable living area and bedroom. It's rather romantic. And then you also have the Hummer House and the lodge, which sleeps more people and has more accommodations. But each of the cottages that they have here, you have your own feeders, your own hummingbird feeders. So you can just sit in the porch and relax and watch the hummingbirds. One of your options for visiting the Hummer House is to come to this wonderful observation room. There's plenty of seating and a great view of the water feature and plenty of bird feeders and hummer feeders. You get all kinds of birds here. You get painted buntings, you get cardinals, little finches, a lot of hummingbirds that come here. And the misters will come on periodically throughout the day, and they will bathe in the water, and they're just at the feeders all the time. There's also little sections hanging of cotton, and they'll come and get this cotton and they'll take it for their nests. So how long have you had this? Basically, it's a resort for birds. So how long have you had this?
Well, we built the first cottage in, I believe it was 1994, 95. And then what started as a hobby 58 years ago was feeding some hummingbirds in the backyard. And from what started as a hobby, it's gone ballistic, which is wonderful. We enjoy birds, we enjoy people, so it's a good operation.
Depending on the time of year, the most common hummingbird here is your black chin. We have a large population of black chin hummingbirds that come here year after year to breed, nest, and raise their young. Mm-hmm. And then during migration, there's additional species. It's very common to see ruby throats, some in the spring and a lot in the fall migration. During fall migration, we'll also see rufous, allens, if we're lucky, a calliope.
Oh, nice.
And then there are other species that have been banded here. We have a total of 8 that were banded here. And one year we had a broadbill here for 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
We tried for 2 weeks to get that bird in a cage and put a band, but it wasn't meant to be. So we've actually witnessed 9 species. There have been 2 albino hummingbirds here in the past, probably about 6 or 8 years apart. And then as far as a common species, the lucifer. We were having a very large bird banding event one summer, and we had bird banders from all over the United States, and Mr. Lucifer Hummingbird showed up that day to bless us with his presence.
Perfect. That's
the top
perfect.
bander at that time, Bob Sargent, who's from Alabama, he was the one that got to band that bird.
Oh,
he
lucky
was
for
very
him.
excited that day. That bird
him.
wasn't supposed to be here.
We're at the Hummer House, and this is the evening shoot of the first day. We got in here about noon and did some scouting, and this place is amazing. Hundreds of hummingbirds. We've seen several painted buntings, some Inca doves. Got a summer tanager male a while ago. Just a beautiful place, and the Browns, just wonderful people. Right now, we've got some thunderclouds building up. It's about 6:30. And the light is getting low. I'd like to freeze the birds, I like to freeze the wings, but I need good light to do that. I'm going to show you how I can get a pretty good shot, but the wings are going to almost be invisible because we're going to slow the shutter down, and I'm going to focus in on the feeder. I'm going to shoot right now at 640, and I'm almost -2 exposure compensation. I'm on auto ISO, and that's got the ISO down to 1250. Remember, I'm using the 1DX full frame camera. Show you what I'm talking about with kind of a slow shutter speed. I can bump it up maybe 800. I don't know if you can hear the hummers buzzing above my head, but this place is crazy. At any given moment, you can see 20 hummingbirds. Most of these are the black-chinned, although we did do some research about the Hummer House, and they do get several species. Right now, at this time of year, it seems to be the only ones I've seen are black-chinned, male and females, and some juvenile males. Oh, here comes a noisy golden-fronted woodpecker making his presence known. And there's a beautiful. I'm going to slow my shutter down a little even more. About 1/400 there. Also too, slowing that shutter down will make your photo a little lighter. So it's a constant just setting, testing it, practicing, seeing how it shoots. When the sun comes out, start over. What a bird, what a bird. Hey, we're getting a little bit better light now. Gonna ease my shutter speed up now. The sun is officially out. Go at 1250 right now, and then I'm gonna back that f-stop down as it goes 6.3. Bring my exposure now to -1. Do a test shot in that light. It's pretty hot. Bring the shutter speed up to 2500. I'm liking that.
During your stay at the Hummer House, you will have full access to the ranch by use of a complimentary golf cart. You may tour the peaceful pecan orchard or simply relax beside the South Concho River. All right, show off. If you've never been to the Hummer House, we strongly suggest you come and visit. It's an experience like you'll never have anywhere else.